Okay, if we take a look at number 11, we got theta is equal to 2. Doesn't give us r at all. We have tangent theta is equal to y over x. So what I could do is take tangent of both sides, and we get this. Now tangent of theta I can replace with y over x, and then I multiply both sides by x, and you get y is equal to tangent to x, tangent to. Since there's no degrees on her, I assume radians, so I'm going to do a mode, and mine's already in radians, and then I type tangent to, enter, negative 2.2, so negative 2.2x. Okay. If you're graphing these by hand, you're probably not going to have much more precision than one decimal place. You can take it to more, just it won't benefit you. Okay. This in slope-intercept form, the y-intercept would be 0. If I were to think of the slope, it's negative 2.2. And if I put it in fraction form, put it over 1. Change in y over change in x. Okay, so we'll go down negative 2.2 and write 1. And that's where we put our second point. And then we draw a line through it. And that would be our graph. Okay. Now, theta is equal to 2. The fact that we do not have an r, that's why I went back to read the instructions to see if it gave r anywhere. The fact we do not have a r means all this gives us is the angle. Now, here's 0, and here's pi over 2, and here's pi. Pi is about 3, and pi over 2 is 1.5. Not very good with my decimals. Halfway between 1.5 and 3. 4.5 divided by 2. Obviously I stink at decimals. 4.5 divided by 2. Right here in the middle is approximately 2. It's actually a little bit more than that. It's 2.25. So that means that 2 is just a little bit on this side, and you can see from this graph where it's exactly at. Now we don't know what our radius is, which means our radius can be 1. So I'm right here. Go out a radius of 1. Let's try it again. Radius is 0.2. So I go out a distance of 0.2, which maybe looks like that right there. It could be 0.4. It's actually any value, which will go out like this. When you start including all the different possibilities, all of a sudden it becomes a straight line. And the straight line accounts for any value of r. So when they just give you a theta is equal to 2, it's always a straight line at that angle, like this. Now I did this so you can see the connection between when we change it to the rectangular coordinate system and how you graph it this way. As far as I know, there is no way to put this into your calculator. Doesn't mean there isn't. Hide those are no way. To change it to a different viewing, you go to Mode, and it's currently set up for Function. The next one over is Parametric. Next one is Polar. So if I choose Polar, and then I go to Y equals, it's looking for something of the form R is equal to. It's not looking for theta. So this is one that you have to do by hand.